clarification for that.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, okay. Well, he can jump in whenever he wants because he's a dandy. He's a nice guy. All right, so
Well,
guys, we have Memetics 101. This is just a foundational perspective building course on memes. I'm sure you guys are all interested in what this world and what we're studying is all about. So we're just going to jump right in. Let's see, how can I go to the next page here? Oh, fuck, I'm a boomer. Oh, shit. Fuck! All right, there we go.
Oh my god.
Guys, you're all familiar with memes. You guys are all familiar with what we've been sharing. You guys follow our page. You guys have high IQs. You guys could probably understand each one of these memes right here. But to understand why we are so fascinated by them and what their role is to us, let's dive a little deeper into what this field of study even is. What is memetics? So we got memetics. You might already think, oh, that sounds like the word genetics. Why is that? Well, it's because evolutionary scientists, evolutionary genetics, they were looking at how species were bigger than the individual life of one little creature. You look at the bigger picture and you see that what they're doing is they're replicating genes from way back in the past, thousands, millions of years, and then those genes mutate and create new changes. We come from chimps to apes to human beings. It's all
From
a
from
pathway.
from chimp to simp in under 48 hours. It's going to be my book that I'm publishing in 2020. And if you're ready, subscribe to my OnlyFans and you'll find out more.
I'd like to clarify, Andrew does not have an OnlyFans as far as I know.
As far as you know.
But again, the idea that the evolutionary scientists were looking at was that these genes are replicating themselves, and that's really what's going on here. We're just individually carrying genes, but the genes are the thing that's being replicated and growing as we go. And so in the 70s, Dick Dawkins, he notes that the same thing is happening to ideas. Genes are helping us understand the field of what our physical bodies are. But ideas are the other part of what we do. We have physical bodies and we have ideas. We have the physical and the mental. So Dick Dawkins is saying, in just one chapter of this book, the whole book is not about memes, but this one chapter, chapter 11, I believe, he talks about memes. Because he's saying, oh, look at these Polynesian boat people. They were able to pass down after generation ideas of boat building, and in the same way that genes are replicating, their ideas were replicating. They were giving it to one another. It was mutating to fit what worked. And in the same sense that there's a survival of the fittest, you have the survival of the fittest where if you build a bad boat, it doesn't come back from the hunt, and people have died, and that doesn't continue growing. Yes, Andrew?
Is there a syllabus for this that I can read for later?
Yes. It'll be on, Canvas, Blackboard, NYU classes? What do we call them now? Either way,
Thank
Dick Dawkins coins the word memetics, memes, at that point in time, in the 70s. And after that, it's basically dead. No one really talks about it. But that idea of the meme comes back in the later 2000s when the internet becomes a big thing. But if there's one thing to learn from this slide, it's that memes are a building block of culture. You have memes as the building blocks of community, and communities build culture, and they have beliefs and societies and all those kind of good things. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you.
Dolphin. Can you tell?
Next slide. All right, so why internet memes? Why are we talking about memes today? Well, the idea is back in the monkey days, spreading memes is really difficult. You're restricted to ideas from your immediate surrounding. Other monkeys in your area could be hostile, so sharing ideas with them would be really risky. And then traveling distances to reach other people and getting other ideas from other peoples and climates is really difficult. And on top of that, you don't have a real audible language that transmits ideas that efficiently. In other words, their ideas are expensive. And then you have today, with the modern human, we are globally connected. Our modern society allows us to speak, write, and electronically deliver language through satellite, and for the most part, speaking is very peaceful compared to monkey days. I mean, come on, no comparison. The idea is that memes replicating and mutating today is happening on such an unimagined level as ever before. That's why we talk about internet memes. Next slide here shows a very scientific. The cost of communicating has gone down. Memes have gone up. It's time to invest in memes. This is the time. Now, why do we study memes? I'm going to say, let's talk about telos. If you've ever heard the word telos, it's a Greek word for purpose. And beyond just purpose, it's about the central purpose. So if you have a chair, the telos of a chair is to sit. And if you can't sit on the chair, if you can't sit on the chair, it's not a working chair. It's no longer a chair. Same thing with a knife. If a knife doesn't cut, it's no longer a knife. The telos is such a central defining purpose. So I ask you, what is the telos of studying memes? For some, it might be to better appreciate the internet, to better appreciate what we consume on a daily basis, to better understand how culture changes and how we can affect change within society, or perhaps how we can create better art. These are all just individual questions. You might have better things for yourself why you want to study memes, but I want to seed that in there. Why you should study memes, why you should think about these things, why you should have a conscious understanding of what we're talking about. So going forward, memes are the building blocks of culture. So we have to understand, what do they end up doing? It's the individual ideas that end up making ideology. Some memes, like the golden rule, taxation is theft, nice guys finish last, these are weird ideas that end up becoming a meme in itself. We have a shared building block of culture based on these kind of things. You have the American dream, that's a cultural meme. So we have all these building blocks, and together they build a full-on understanding of a culture. And then from culture, we can have a community. Because in the same way that you have friends, that you have an insular group of inner culture, of jokes and ways that you talk with each other and shared ideas and all those things, then you can build out from there a larger and larger image of society, all that kind of stuff. So an analogy here that I have, memes are the bricks. The bricks build a wall. The wall builds buildings, and then you have a full city, a whole culture, a whole community, that kind of thing. So everything's tied together by memes. These friends are tied together by memes in a larger sense. Last slide, I want to ask you guys, just final question for you. What is this? What is this doing to me? Why is this so powerful? How can it be improved? Can it be improved? Can it live forever? And will it live forever? These are questions to ask when you're consuming memes, thinking about memes, consciously understanding and interacting and wrestling with things going on in society. Things for you to kind of dive into. But ultimately, this is the study of memes, and that's my presentation, guys. So, Connor, I see you smiling. Andrew, shut the fuck up. And Morgan, thanks for...
You're talking, you are big gay. But shit!
Tell me, what do you guys got in your mind?
You won't trick me into talking.
Damn it. I got him too.
All right,
I think that was really good.
Oh yeah, it's a powerful message you bring here, Calvin.
Now, just so you all know, you're being quizzed on this. Anyone watching this right now, you'll be getting a pop quiz at the end of the class. You'll have to take it home and have it finished by the end of the day and bring it back to us. It won't be for any credit whatsoever, but if you fail it, you will be removed from the class permanently. No refunds whatsoever.